Hey guys, I'm Emma and I'm telling you like it is, with a bit of sarcasm and a whole lot of exaggeration. So please take 5 seconds to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of views equals to me starting to make money on YouTube, which would be awesome. Also, you can check out my newsletter and shop below. So, 14 reasons why being an adult is overrated. Myth number 1. Without school, I'll be able to spend more time doing things I'm actually passionate about. Sure, if you have the time and energy to do that between working or still being in school, having kids of your own, or playing the dating game 10 hours a week, exhaustion, or couch potatoism, or however else you want to call it. Good luck. Myth number 2. I can cook stuff I'll actually want to eat. First, you need to learn how to cook, which few adults actually master. Second, you'll have to have the time and the money to actually cook a lot of meals. Side note, do you know how expensive lamb is? Third, believe it or not, but it's actually pretty hard to cook for one person, which then creates a ton of leftovers, which you'll be eating for the next week or so. Myth number 3, I'll learn things I'm only interested in. Yeah, so high school and elementary school do suck, but trust me, picking your own classes in university and or college isn't at all glamorous, because Murphy's Law states that 1, that really cool sounding class will be early in the morning or late at night. 2, that class you were looking forward to based on up to 10 words can now be described as boring, torturous, and an unfortunate waste of time, words I've most likely used. 3, creating a schedule that makes some sense and that actually gets you closer to graduating leaves you with only about 3 options. 4, when you do get to sign up, some of the classes you wanted to take have already been filled up. Oh, and get ready to wake up real early to register. Also, I think the best time I've had learning was outside of school. It's just kind of sad that way. Myth number 4, I'll travel a lot when I'm an adult. Sure, if your company believes in sending you to other countries for board meetings. Side note, as a kid, I thought board meetings were actually board meetings. Strange coincidence. Now, if you don't find that appealing, staring at the outside wonders from a glass cage, you can always become a flight attendant. No? Or a travel blogger or a YouTube host? Trust me, it's not easy. What about taking time from work? Sure, if they let you take 2 or more weeks off at a time, the easiest solution is to vacation between jobs. But frankly, it's hard getting the time off to play and being enough at work to pay for the play. It's possible. It might not be as easy as just skipping town for a while, though. Myth number 5, I'll go to bed as late as I want. Yeah, I guess you can. And you can break all kinds of rules your parents tried to instill in you. But, fun fact, maybe those rules weren't just about cramping your style, but also about common sense. Like cleaning your room means you can actually find stuff in your room. Like not eating too much junk food helps to prevent the freshman 15 or the 20-plus-year-old pooch. Like not pulling your sister's hair was about... Yeah. Nope, not sure what that one was about. Oh, maybe I should go back to doing it. Yeah. Myth number 6, I have enough money to do whatever I want. Myth number 7, I'll work a job I love. Okay, here's a simple law of the universe. Everything has pros and cons. Even romantic partners, houses, and cars. There are no Prince Charmings, castles, or chariots awaiting you. And if you find one, save it for me, please. Now, back to jobs. The best job I ever had cons. It just had way more pros than cons. Following that logic, I had my best day at that job and my worst. Was my worst day there really that sucky? No. But yeah, if I have a recommendation for people, it's this. Start seeing everything in nuances of gray. 'Cause life's messy and stuff that starts off white doesn't stay that way. Let me tell you. Also, too, at least school has more rules about what they can and can't do to a person. You can only complain so much about how you've been treated at work before they've pinned you as the issue. Just saying. Myth number 8, I can play as many video games as I want. Okay, I'm not much of a gamer myself, but I do have a special message for those of you who are. Being an adult doesn't come with extra hours in a day, nor does it come with less or just as many responsibilities. And trust me, the more time off you take, the more those responsibilities will come knocking on your door. So yes, relax and de-stress by doing things you enjoy. But ironically, you'll probably have less time to do that than when you were younger. A lot less time. Myth number 9, I'm so tired of living with my family. If you're not living with your family as an adult, you're either 1, living in res, which brings up a whole slew of problems, let me tell you. 2, living with roommates, which brings up another whole slew of problems. Check out my video dedicated to just that, link below. 3, living with a partner and or a mini family of your own, which, you guessed it, brings up a whole slew of problems. 4, living alone, which does have its cons. But what could possibly be hard about living alone? Well, 1, it's usually more expensive. 2, you have less motivation to clean and you end up with all the chores. 3, it's harder to find someone to take care of your cat, dog, fur friends, leaf friend while you're gone. You can get lonely. It's true. 5, other people in the building or neighbors will still bother you. Yeah. And 6, no, that pretty much sums it all. Myth number 10, I'll get myself the perfect place. Okay, this is the secret about apartment hunting. None of the following exists. 1, a good landlord who fixes things, but doesn't mind you having crazy parties. 2, an inexpensive apartment in a good neighborhood. 3, a nice apartment close to public transit that isn't expensive. 4, a newly renovated apartment in a building that's also fully done and without loud renovations. 5, a free parking spot. That, my friends, is a mythical beast because you pay for it, one way or the other. 6, an apartment that's walking distance to a pharmacy, grocery store, and work. Hey, you know I'm right. Myth number 11, my parents will leave me alone when I'm an adult. For one thing, stop pushing them away and acknowledge that they tried their best to raise a human. Potentially more than one if siblings were a thing. Now, after 18 years of watching you grow up and committing to raising you, you think they're suddenly gonna be hands off? I think me and my siblings moving out is the main reason why my parents have a cell phone and a Facebook account. Yeah, you heard that right. 1 cell phone, 1 Facebook, 2 people. Myth number 12, I'll get a cat, dog, pet as soon as I move out. Yeah, if you find a place that accepts pets, but also hold your horses. Maybe not literally, but okay, you do realize that full-time schooling or working takes time, plus learning to live on your own takes time. I'm not saying someone has to hold your hand to remind you to breathe, but how many of us did full meal plans at our parents? Or all the chores, all the time? Or learning to navigate the murky waters that is roommates? Just saying. Myth number 13, I'll wear whatever I want, whenever I want. Okay, some of those regulations are towards preventing hypothermia, because there is a difference between being cool and chilling your butt right off. Now, schools and parents aren't the only ones with regulations. Jobs do too, and some of them might make even less sense than rules at a school. Like, I once worked somewhere where people were allowed to wear skirts and dresses, but not shorts. So I could wear a really short dress, but I couldn't wear 3/4 pants. And guys, well, I told one he should say he's Scottish, wear a kilt, and see how they would or could react to that. But then like most schools, we weren't allowed tank tops because Lord knows that would be too seductive. Wear as low-cut top as you want, but heaven forbid we see a shoulder. Myth number 14, I'll do whatever I want whenever I want. Okay, here are some things that parents nag about all the time, and the consequences of that. Don't snack before supper. Trust me, your stomach has a limit even if your brain doesn't know it right away. Go to bed early. Working on less than 3 hours of sleep makes you contemplate murder. And that's not how you want to lose your job. Or your freedom. Eat all your veggies. One of my friends has gotten scurvy. Yes, it happens. And no, she says 0 out of 10 would not recommend. Watch, I'm telling it like it is. Wait, what? I'm flattered. See, good parenting happening right there. So that was 14 reasons why being an adult is overrated. If you love this video, please take 5 seconds to like it and to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And tell me below, what's one thing that you find overrated about being an adult? Pretty sure I'll agree with you because a lot of it is overrated. Thanks, guys.